Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by the pipe-smoking Matto Phillips and Damo Camilleri with his eggnog.
Paul.
I have a beer.
Balls.
I've had one too many of these recently, so I'm going to put it away. Patched updates. But first, how are we all?
I am
Oh,
good.
super.
It is almost Christmas, so this stuff is liquid gold.
He just smashes the entire thing. Audio listeners, he just sculled the entire bottle of eggnog. Or carton.
Like Stone
don't know
Cold
that-
Steve Austin.
I don't know if that was the look of deliciousness or disgusted.
Either or. It works. So,
Either
patched
or.
updates. Talk about all the games we've been playing lately. Who wants to get the ball rolling?
Or haven't been playing.
Or haven't been playing? Come on. Damo,
I've
you've
been playing.
games.
I've been playing a lot. I've
Come on,
got a
man.
big,
Damo,
big-
be
I've
serious.
got a
You've
big
been
pile of
playing
games there.
lot of Fire Emblem. Probably some Pokemon.
Oh, mate.
Smash
Pokemon
Brothers.
is just that fucking good. Pokemon is that fucking good. Oh my god, I'm sorry for swearing. But it is that good, folks.
Go on. You better kick it off then.
I haven't played Fire Emblem this month.
Oh, it's that good that you haven't played Fire Emblem. Right.
Well, because the thing was, I wasn't expecting to get Pokemon straight away. I was like, I'll wait. And then everyone's like, it's really good. And I'm like, how good's really good? You're like, remember when the first time you played, like, Red and Blue? I'm like, yeah, like
Oh, they were good. That was good.
And I'm like, how can it can't be that good. And I kid you, in the first hour, I was like, can I play more? Can I play more? The wild area is a game changer. It's probably the most fun I've had in a Pokemon gaming forever. So,
Nice.
What's the
Pokemon
go with the
definitely-
whole Games Freak lied or something? What is that?
Virgins getting up in an ante.
Ah,
Yeah, 'cause they're
that's nothing new.
fucking Blastoise isn't in the game, and I think that's outrageous. And then
There's
the
not
other
even a
person's like,
shield in it.
"Blastoise,
Wrong game, dickhead. Go play
Blastoise,
Zelda. There's a shield in there and a sword.
The Pokemon aren't even original anymore. They've got like a Farfetch'd, you know, that's bigger. It's like, so you won't complain about a slime ball that turns into a bigger slime ball, or a snake that turns into a bigger snake, but you complain about the fact that we have a leak-carrying bird that turns into a bigger
Or a breadstick
leak-carrying
that turns
bird.
into 3.
Also, I haven't seen a Pokemon based on apples before.
Apples.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's.
And it
I
has
can't
the
remember
best
the name.
name.
I can't remember the name, but
Trapple.
Creative. Absolutely creative.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
Games Freak, you've done it again.
and it evolves several
Traplove's
times.
out there.
What?
Traplove's
What
out
into?
there.
What other apples can you evolve into? Is
I
it
know.
evolve
Damo, do
into
you
a
know what they
pear?
are? Do you know what they
Pear?
are? Or do I need to quickly do a
Banana.
bit of research at
Oh,
the same time?
Matto,
Orange.
Matto. Do you remember, Matto,
Yeah, go on.
when McDonald's had the Transformer toys? Like, you had the burger that transformed into, you know, little
Oh
Transformer.
yeah, no, I do
the
remember
shaker
that.
bag?
Yeah.
That is legitimately what this Pokemon evolves into. It just eventually becomes a McDonald's Happy Meal Transformer.
A hamburger?
No, it's
Wow.
just an apple. Like, it starts off as a tiny apple, but turns into an apple that, like, pings open, and then an apple that pings open and flies.
So
Oh,
we've got,
Wow.
and the good folk
I'm
at
sold.
Eurogamer have helped me out on this one. We've got Applin, a Gen 8 Pokemon debuted in Pokemon Sword and Shield, can evolve into either Flapple or Appleton through the use of the Tart Apple or Sweet Apple. The Sweet Apple
No one
evolves
complained about
into
this.
Appleton. While
What
the
are
Tart
we
Apple
talking about?
evolves into
Pokemon or
Flapple.
cooking? You gotta get
To
the
kill
apple ton to
Mostos.
get the wow.
We'll quickly insert the Aldo Paso girl in here.
What about both? Yeah.
With the
Da,
powers
da,
of
da,
video
da, da,
editing,
da.
we can probably make this happen now.
And Garbodor's there.
Yeah, Garbodor's here.
Gabba? Bidoof? Is Bidoof there?
Oh shit, this is going to be a nightmare. Let's go, Badoof. Damo. Oh, he's taking us for a walk. Anyway, talk to us
Let's
about
go.
how
Let's go,
Pokemon's been going.
Okay, I'm angry now. But no, Pokemon's fantastic. I think it's a phenomenal game. I think it was really well done. I'm very, very, very happy with the decisions they've made. Pokemon included. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely great. And if you were umming and ahhing about it, do yourself a favor, go out and get it. Like, we're not sponsored by Nintendo, but we will be. Hey, Nintendo.
Alongside Doonies and Eggnog
Poles,
and
Eggnog.
Eggnog.
Bolter.
Yeah.
If we can get sponsored by Bolter, I'd be stoked.
Yeah.
And smoke pipes.
And yeah, go on.
All right, but yeah, I won't spend much time on Pokemon because everyone's gonna play. Everyone's gonna have a great time. No one's got a better Pokemon than me because Helios is the best. So, thank you very much. But this is completely off topic. So I played a bunch of more Daemon X Machina. Still a phenomenal game.
You're
Loving
right.
it.
That is off topic. But go on.
Has an X in it.
Yeah.
It's close to Pokemon.
There was a Pokemon game with an X in it.
And then I also played Astral Chain. I should have mentioned these games first. Like,
Then build up to
yeah,
Pokemon.
so a lot of Nintendo. I did jump on Iceborne, which was cool. I was like, I'll take on
damn.
2 Jared Leto. Sorry, I'll take on 2 Jay Lenos. You know, the big chin monster.
Oh yeah. Are people actually
Yeah.
calling it Jay Leno?
No, this is just me how I remember them. Like, you know, it's like I
They're
can't
all-
remember what
You're talking about Jagras, right?
What? Not Jagras.
got big chins.
No, that's when it
Oh.
eats something.
Gigante. No.
They're all
no,
on
he's
thick
a dragon.
galaxy.
The Nergigante is the Nigerian prince because he scams you. He scams you into thinking like, oh, if I go in, things will be okay, and then he just comes in and he just box your shit up.
I don't think I've ever died more to a creature or
A
anything
Pokemon,
in
what
I was going
Pokemon?
to say a Pokemon in a video game ever, but Nergigante was the one that kicked my ass.
Yeah, he's pretty like that. Omawa Shinra. Anime nerds, I'm very sorry. I know I just butchered that, but I'm too excited. Yeah, so they were the main games, but yeah, Pokemon has like ever since I got it, I've been not countless hours, but enjoying the raid battles, enjoying the new setup for the gyms, enjoying just the vastness of Pokemon. Super happy that the GTS is gone because it kind of ruined the game for me last time because I was just like, oh, I need this Pokemon. I'll just trade a Munchlax to anyone, and like people will give you whatever Pokemon you wanted for a Munchlax. But then I found out a lot of these Pokemon were hacked, so
Also, Munchlax
it's
is
kind
pretty
of like,
dope.
yeah, Munchlax is dope. I mean, Snorlax, pretty cool. Guy with Dynamax? I still
Dynamax.
can't.
And
Dynamax,
Gigantamax.
Snorlax? Gigantamax? Is that what it's called?
Aren't
don't
they
know.
both things? I don't know. I haven't actually started the game. Well, I got, and video listeners, you can appreciate this as I fire up my Switch right now. This is how far I got into the game. So watch as I press the A button. That there is the opening thing where they say, you know, welcome to the world of Pokemon. Here we go to stadiums. Like, that's as far as I got, and then I went to go play Star Wars,
Oh,
which we'll talk
Oh.
more about shortly. But
Oh,
Yeah.
Battletoads.
it's not like Battletoads at all. It's disrespectful.
it's Jedi Souls.
Kind of. Except I don't hate it. But we'll talk more about that shortly. Damo, any other thoughts for all things Pokemans or Astral Chain or
Chin Pokemon.
Oh,
Chin
yeah,
Pokemon?
no, definitely. The Astral Chain is interesting. It definitely. I don't know if I love it. It is a very heavy JRPG, very Japanese. in
Oh,
that
JRPG,
sense,
you
where-
say.
As
Yeah,
Matto
but there's
gets
a
a
lot
pillow
more-
and
There's a lot more like
That's why I
don't
keep
know,
talking to you.
story focus versus like actual action gameplay focus at the moment, and it's just kind of like I get it. It just feels very anime though, you know, like hey, we're gonna spend a couple of episodes building up to the case, and then the last 5 minutes of that episode, I got the really cool bit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only put a little bit of time into it, so maybe that does change, but it hasn't. Like, I mean, I thought it was sold at the beginning, and then I'm like, am I though? I don't know. So
fair.
yeah, that's the thing. But Daemon X Machina is still amazing. Iceborne, phenomenal. Pokemon might be my game of this gen at this stage. Like, it's,
Ooh.
it
You haven't played
was.
the
They're
Witcher 3,
fighting words. Yeah, you
Oh, I
haven't
know,
played
I
Witcher
know.
3.
You have
I
not
know
played The
it
Witcher
sounds-
3.
I know it sounds crazy, but
And
like
God of War
for
came
me,
out last year.
it nailed so many things so well. Like,
Even that
I
Far-Fetched,
don't know.
that bigger Far-Fetched. Ooh,
That bigger
nailed it.
Farfetch, man.
I mean, the size of his leak is now impressive.
And an apple. What more could you ask for?
I mean,
Banana?
the Wheezing has a top hat.
Yes, and incredibly long
Yeah.
smokestacks. While we just gonna continue to go with
What?
yeah, look up.
As I say, this is coming from someone who hasn't played a Pokemon game since Gold and Silver, so I'm like 20 years out of
Holy shit!
whack.
Oh
That's
man,
what I
This
just
one-
went after I played Gold and Silver. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I get you. I didn't play. What's the one?
I did play a little bit of X and
Ruby
Y.
and Sapphire.
I played a little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
X and Y.
I like
X-
X and Y. They were-
X and Y is the game that got me back into it after kind of dropping
Yeah.
off in that what was it, Diamond Pearl Black and White phase.
I played Black and
Yeah.
White as well, actually. Actually, come to think of it, I've played a lot of Pokemon games without even knowing.
Come to think about it, I haven't.
Come to
skipped
think of it,
a
I think
Pokemon
I
game
think I've played them all.
I've played every
opens
mystery
his
dungeon.
drawers behind him, and there's every Pokemon game. It's like, oh, shit!
Shit.
Might have an addiction.
There's even
So, Matto, outside of not playing Pokemon, what have you been up to?
Outside of Pokemon,
Yeah.
what?
good
I would
host.
say every time I'm not here for an update, I play a lot of games. This month I played not a lot. I played 2 actually. There's one. I'll worry about that one. That's you can see
Monster
there.
Hunter.
That's not Monster. That's Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
I've been playing. Yeah, Monster Hunter World. Finally got back into that.
Thank you, Kat, and the good folks at Turn Left for providing Matto and Damo with Iceborne, joining the cool kids with Iceborne. review
Yes,
on
I haven't even got up to the
page.
Iceborne part yet. That's the sad bit about it.
There was enough of that climb for me that I did an article about it. That wasn't.
Oh, really?
Hey, I've got Iceborne. I still haven't started Iceborne. It's killing me.
Oh wow. Yeah.
As you two might recall, some of our exchanges on Facebook Messenger at one point, it was a rough period.
Oh, it was, yeah. You
Oh,
keep
yeah,
telling us
I can
about
see.
it,
I
yeah.
was getting
Like,
pretty
oh,
distressed and worried.
it's like, oh, we played Monster Hunter World for so long. I've forgotten what day it is. You know,
Anyway.
it was grown up so much.
Talk about your experiences with the game, though. I did hijack that a bit.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, it's been fun. Finally getting back into it. Doing the old go study the monster, go slay it, then go slay it again. And then realize like, oh, I need one little item for a sword or armor, like a flame sack or something. Like, oh, I think I'll go fight the T-Rex again. But surprisingly, I did it, and I did it with ease. Though I put up like a Twitter post about me having trouble trying to kill it because it always kept disappearing, like timed out, just dug a hole and left, or like, no. Then just one day I just did it with ease, like no
Smoked
problem.
it.
Like, what did I do differently?
Different
I don't know what.
elemental weapon or something.
No, I used the same elemental weapon. I used the old water swords, as it is its weakness. Going from
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
going
You got
from
the
my
anime blade.
studies. Yeah, I've got dual blades. I'm a guy. I'm an all attack guy. No defense. It's just screw it. Oh yeah, the old woo.
Yeah,
And then for
Naruto
some
run,
reason-
bro.
Yeah, but I'll say the one thing that's good about it is that grapple hook.
Oh,
Oh, the clutch call.
The clutch
that?
claw. Is it the
yeah,
same
clutch,
thing?
Yeah, clutch claws.
Is it clutch claw?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Oh, makes such a difference.
It really changes like the main game and the way you approach it because
Yeah, it sort of makes you think because then you use it to go, where do I aim? If it's where's he gone?
who knows?
You see, if you're like close to a wall when you're sort of stunned it, do you go for the head and knock it into a wall so you can easily just whack it, or do you just go for the tail and chop it off? What are you doing, man?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, no. And then
keep talking.
yeah, and then sort of played a bit of that. Then went back and played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and kind of forgot all the controls because I've been playing. Sorry, I just looked at Damo for a second. I forgot all the controls because I've been playing Monster Hunter World so much that I was trying to dodge. I was pressing X. That was the wrong button. It was triangle.
Oh yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
And I'm there just going,
okay,
why
so
would I
the
dodge?
worst.
And then I'm trying to attack, and I keep pressing, what is it, the triangle button for Monster Hunter World? Triangle?
To dodge.
Yeah, it is triangle. No, to attack
Dodge!
for Monster Hunter World. That's what I was doing in
Triangle.
Assassin's Creed. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't attacking. And it just threw me off.
Yeah, when you bounce from game to game, it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And
But then, yeah.
and this is not so much a fault of the game at all a game I'm playing that is currently under embargo that I've been forced to play on a PC. I flat refuse, which might even tell people enough of what the game is, because there's not many games or franchises that I'd ever go play a game on PC for, but this is one of them.
Hey, Damo, closer. That's better.
I decided that I didn't want to use my Steam controller that I've got because they're shit.
Steam controller?
Yeah, I don't know where I've got it.
Steam have their own controller?
Yeah, they had their own controller. And I didn't have any batteries to put in my Xbox controller, so I rigged up my PS4 controller, which doesn't work naturally with Steam. So I had to get like a driver and all that sort of stuff to do it. But the games don't recognise that, so when they have like the prompts on PC, I'm just going to look straight at the camera now and ignore Damo. They give you all the Xbox prompts, even though I'm using
so like
PlayStation.
Oh, no shit.
So it's, press Y and like, is that triangle?
That's triangle. Triangle. It is triangle.
And then squares X, but I've also got an X button, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. And this is only my own stupid fault, because I could use an Xbox controller, I could get batteries, I could even suck it up and use the Steam controller, but no.
But why can't Xbox just be normal and just have a charging battery like Sony does? I never understand that.
I suspect that won't be the case next gen.
Money.
Isn't there Elite one, a rechargeable one?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh, they can do it for the Elite one, but not for you little peasants who don't want to
with
pay
your-
$250 for a controller. No, you can use the old AA batteries.
Yeah, I don't get that whole thing. And I do have
Hey,
some rechargeables, but I just
Does
not ready.
Duracell want to sponsor us too? I need some batteries. Anyway, imagine if we did get a sponsor one day. I'd be shocked.
And it's not a fish and chip shop.
It'll be like some
or-
local, local PC store or something. Just
I'll go down to Dooney's. They know me by name now, so maybe we got a shot. Don't know what we expect to get out of it, but
our faces on a window.
patched. And then I've got students walking past all the time going, look, it's that fucking idiot of a teacher of mine.
Or does this go back to you? Like,
Teach me math.
like, who's that? It's like, who are these three idiots? Like, it makes the local paper and no one's going, what's a patched? Who is patched?
And then there's just people at the front of Dooney screaming for, you gotta patch the Nintendo Pokemons. This thing is bullshit. It's too overpowered. And then this guy, the other guy's like, yeah, and what about Uncharted? Was it Far Cry?
Yeah, no, the
Those
Far
things are
Cry guy.
bullshit.
The Far Cry one was the real highlight. Geez, again, we totally hijacked that on you, Matto.
No, I think I'm done. Like I said, that's the only two games I played this month.
Well, I am playing a game that I'm embargoed. I can't talk about. You'll hear about that next week. But
Next week.
But I've also been playing a lot of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, because it's, for me, quite possibly the game of the year. Not necessarily the strongest year for games, but
It has
I
been
don't-
very quiet.
for the first 6 months, I very clearly had Resident Evil 2 Remake as the game of the year, as far as I was concerned, which surprised me because I'm not a horror guy. But then, all of a sudden, in kind of quick succession, Fire Emblem, Luigi's Mansion 3, and now Star Wars have all kind of popped up and have become games that I seriously need to give a bit of thought to if I'm trying to sit down and work out my game of the year.
Imagine if Doom Eternal actually came out this year.
Oh,
Imagine that.
game of the year for the taking.
Yeah, it just left.
So,
Could be anyone.
and now it's coming out in March with bloody Half-Life, which I still can't believe that's the thing. That's almost a topic we need to do at some point.
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy.
Which I gotta say, that is the greatest delay ever. Oh, we'll just announce it 2 weeks later. Oh, sorry, it's delayed. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, sure, cool.
Yeah, that's a whole story in itself, that one. So yeah, Star Wars is amazing. We kind of talked about it a little bit before. It's kind of soulsy, Bloodborne-y sort of. Holy shit, I can't look at my screen.
Alright, I'll stop being an ass. It's way too much fun though.
Yeah,
Now I'm podcasting for the rest of my life.
So yeah, it's kind of got that Dark Soulsy sort of component to it, but it's not as brutal. It doesn't hate you as much, except that frog. Fuck that frog. Bogdo, or whatever it is. There's like an optional boss that you can tackle on the very first planet you fly to, and it wrecks
First
your day.
planet.
Yeah,
I think it's more surprising when you hear the words EA and Star Wars, and good, or three words. Yeah, three things go together. Say, oh, it's a good game. Like, but there's also one factor in it, and that's respawn.
Yeah.
You gotta respawn
Well, I
done.
saw someone put it up on Twitter the other day. EA have had only four games to get a Metacritic. No, that's right. It was Dan Stapleton from IGN. He said we've only had 4 EA games actually get a score over 9 this generation. 3 of them were respawn games.
No, it was like Apex, Titanfall 2,
and this
Star Wars. What was the other one? I can't remember. Probably The Sims.
No, and then the other one was Battlefield.
Oh, 4. Was it 4 or 1?
1.
1.
So, like, Respawn is carrying EA on its shoulders at the moment, and that's fine. Vince and the team are awesome.
Didn't the people who did Battlefield also do the other Star Wars games, the Battlefront ones?
Yeah, the Battlefield guys, DICE, that's the same team. So, yeah, I'm loving the game at the moment. I'm probably 3/4 of the way through it, from what I've kind of read and what I try and work out. I won't kind of go into too much detail because I know we've got some Star Wars fans, here that are not done, and I don't want to spoil.
I saw a guy there from. Was there a guy from there in Rogue One, wasn't there?
Yeah, Saw Gerrera's in it.
Yeah, but that's not really a giveaway because he was in the.
Yeah, they put him in the trailers.
So that's not a dead giveaway.
That's fine. And I mean, the way they introduce him into it, it's not. Like it doesn't seem. Does he
just turn up?
Well, he's there. You're battling on Kashyyyk, so the Wookiee planet, and he's there, kind of helping out at one point. It doesn't really have any great bearing on the story, at least so far. I could be wrong with how it all ends up, but to this point, he hasn't done that much. Look, I'm really enjoying the game. Yeah, the Souls bit can be a little bit rough from time to time, but it's also like a Metroidvania as well. So I'm bouncing back, like I get, force pull or something like that, and then all of a sudden I'm flying back to one of the other planets that I've already been to, so that I can then go and use force pull and all these things that I knew that I could access if I only had that power. So it's been kind of cool in that regard. Like I'm enjoying going back. It's
scratching like Tomb Raider sort of thing.
Yeah, or like the old school Metroids and those sorts of things.
Oh yeah.
I guess Tomb Raider's maybe a more modern version like that. It's a weird game. It kind of pulls on like so many different like it's not very original in a lot of ways. Like you can see here's a little bit of God of War, here's a little bit of Dark Souls, here's a bit of Metroid, here's a bit of this, here's a bit of that. It doesn't necessarily have like its own identity other than the fact that it is Star Wars. But as far as the game's concerned, it's pretty, I guess, by the numbers.
Well, I mean, there's so many games that have come out now. Like, it's hard to make a new formula. Like, when you say JRPG, well, you kind of know what you're expecting. Like, it's like, an RTS game. It's like, RTS, Age of Empires. Let's get behind that when it comes out.
Well, it's just one of those weird things that doesn't have anything of its own in some ways, outside of the fact that it's obviously leaning on the Star Wars IP. And
it's got a lightsaber. That's all people care about.
But that's the thing.
I heard the customization of the lightsaber is amazing.
You can go into a lot of detail for it. Yeah, there's like all the collectibles are hilts or different parts of the lightsaber which you can switch in and switch out. I kind of hit a point in the story, and I won't spoil anything, where because of kind of what happened, I've kind of decided this is my lightsaber. Now I've kind of gone, okay, so I had this big incident, this is what my lightsaber was going into it, and now I'm kind of, this is my sword, I'm sticking with it. Like I'm not going to make any more changes, if you follow what I mean. It's
he came across Yoda, he tried to stab him, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
It's baby.
Mandalorian spoilers.
No, it was Jar Jar Binks.
Mandalorian kill him. Are you shitting me? Everybody knows what Baby Yoda is.
The whole internet's just ablaze with Baby Yoda. Just don't spoil the most recent episode. I haven't watched it yet.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, okay.
Baby Yoda died. That's what happened in the latest episode. They just blew him up, like Game of Thrones style. It was like, oh, how cute is he?
Jar Jar Binks.
I don't think it was.
They went to a wedding, and he just blew up.
No, I heard the bounty hunter just walked in and accidentally just stepped on him. Shit.
So, like, beyond Star Wars, I messed around with The Gardens Between, which was a little Aussie indie puzzle game.
I was playing that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cheating on Star Wars, mate. Messing around with somebody else, huh?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, when I go to work and I have a bit of downtime at lunchtime, I'm like, all right, I'll play a puzzle game. So I bring the base PS4, and then I leave the Pro at home. Concrete Genie is another one that I played over the last month before Star Wars came out. Got the platinum for that. Ka-ching. But awesome game.
Should have saved it. Should have saved that game to platinum. Like,
which one?
We're almost at the end of the year.
Concrete Genie. Oh, my send off plat. I'll make Gardens Between that. I'll do it on December 31st, like I did last year with the acclaimed. Oh shit! What was it? I could scroll through my list.
Open the pickle jar.
It was
1,000 times.
It was another very shit game. I got a few platinums towards the end of last year. Oh, that's right. It's Jack and Jill DX on the PS4 and the Vita. And yeah, that was a few years ago. So yeah, there's been a few games anyway over the course of the month, but there is that embargo one that I can't talk about just yet. Concrete Genie I went platinumed and they did a fantastic job. That's an awesome PlayStation exclusive. Star Wars is very close to the game of the year if it's not already. Like I'm gonna have to seriously think about that when the time comes. And otherwise, that's kind of it. Pokemon, yeah, like I said, just haven't had a chance to get to yet. I've had the intent to, and it's just not worked out. So that's where we stand at the moment. What's everyone got on the to-do list over the course of the next few weeks? What are we playing?
Pokemon
and Monster Hunter.
Probably more Monster Hunter World. Probably try and get back into the Division 2.
Oh yeah, right.
It's just another game that I've completely forgotten about. Because better games came out, like Borderlands 3.
Well, that's a thing. Like the Borderlands 3 DLC is coming up in...
Oh yeah, the Moxie thing.
It's like 2 weeks. They announced it just the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's, you kind of dabbling with the Handsome Jack stuff because they couldn't leave that alone completely. Damo, do you know about any of this stuff yet?
No, I will find out. Oh my god, this is throwing my camera off. I'm really sorry, man. I just realised my cameras can't focus on this or this.
What's more important, Damo or the eggnog?
Eggnog.
No one knows.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, no, you're basically going back to Handsome Jack's. Like he had a vault, or like not like a vault as in a Borderlands style vault, but like
a fancy vault,
all his own stuff.
A looty vault.
A loot.
Oh, wasn't that all that stuff in
Tales?
I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure his vault was in
possibly
Tales.
So yeah, it looks like you're kind of rummaging through that. Moxie's got some reason for you to go there, so it's out mid-December or something like that. So yeah, possibly. So I'll be diving into that one. But anything else that anyone's got on this?
The golden key. So yeah, I mean that'll be fun. Hopefully. Oh, so I sent away my Pro controller finally. I think I said I sent it away, and I don't ever think I did. I think it was on my to-do list, and I finally did that the day of this recording.
Fair enough.
So Nintendo, I'm expecting a phone call from you to be like, "There's nothing wrong with it. We're gonna send it back to you for free of charge." And it's like, are you winking over the phone? I can't see that. And you were like, just take the fucking controller. But
I sort of feel like it's like
definitely.
So I feel like remember the South Park episode with the Apple people? It's like, oh, is your controller broken? Oh, that's too bad.
No, it's the cable company.
Cable company, yeah. Oh, that's like, too bad. I remember when Nintendo stuff was unlimited lifetime warranty. Those were the days.
Our stuff doesn't break, and then they put out Metroid Other M, which you literally couldn't fix without sending the whole game, the whole Wii over to them, and everything went fell apart from there. Yeah, there was a bug in the game because
it broke your Wii.
Well, it didn't break the Wii, but you basically had to send the machine because they didn't give you the ability to transfer your data or any of that sort of rubbish. That like you stored it on the memory, but then you couldn't do any data transfer from system to system or any of that sort of stuff that they finally now let you do. There was a big problem there. So now since patches have come into games, easy fix. But they basically had to take the game,
Those people can yell at the fish and chip shop.
Yeah,
with their heads on it.
Patch Metroid Other M. No, people just want to forget that game.
Patch my Switch. I don't know. Untitled Goose Game. I'm hoping to get into.
Oh, nice. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Oh, if only I had a Switch.
Mate, come on.
Don't forget that stretcher game I was talking about the other week.
I've
I
seen
saw
people
that.
talking
I
about
watched
that.
the trailer. It looks like rage levels of Overcooked 2.
It's like one of those, where it's online, so you won't be punching the person that's stuffing it up in their head.
Just
That's
punching your
next to you.
screen.
Just throwing the switch at them.
You're just
like
like,
all those
looking up,
aggregates.
googling like usernames that they use. It's like, who is this Big Butt 69? They would pay.
I think on that awesome note, we'll wrap things up. We've got plenty of games that we're going to be playing over the course of the next few weeks, so I think we'll be pretty sweet. If you've enjoyed that episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons are down the bottom here if you're on YouTube.
That would be it.
And if you're an audio listener, well, they're on YouTube, so you're going to have to go like, share, and subscribe over there. Visit the
They're
website,
over there.
player2.net.au for reviews and previews, opinion pieces, news features, links to podcast series like this, patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast and Dev Diary. Obviously on the YouTube as well. Sorry, there's also patched
The
Insider.
YouTubes.
The YouTubes. There's also patched more patched the Insider, Player 2 Plays, Late Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole lot more. There's some great stuff there, so go check that out too. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, you get early access to episodes, and at the higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And then there's Twitter. Matto,
Matto_Phil.
Damo, are we going to get a massive delay beforehand? Or we
And
can't.
Tacos Talks.
We can't. Oh, there we go. What's that?
Oh, is that the Pokemon that you love?
What's that?
Yo-yo wins. At Tacos Talks. And you can see that legendary Pokemon at
On his-
my Twitter
I did see it earlier today.
every day.
Every day.
You said you were
I'm going to
blessed.
post it every day.
You said you were blessed. I thought that's a bit much. It's a Pokemon.
I'm sorry, Paul. Did you fucking breed me a Pokemon? No.
Not yet. I haven't
So
even
you
started.
can knack her off. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still. There's still some dude there that's been talking to me for the last 36 hours about the world of Pokemon, and I just won't listen to him. So he just keeps repeating the same message over and over and over to a stadium of people.
Welcome to the world of welcome.
And so that's it. And so that's everything. Thanks all for watching or listening. Damo. We'll see you next time.
Shaka, bro.